Armored Core 6, the Core of Theseus. This is a run that I've been trying to do for a few weeks now, and things unfortunately just really keep popping up. So I'm gonna get us going into the ocean crossing mission. The ocean crossing mission? Jeez. And we're gonna get started.
We're continuing through grid
But,
086 toward the
oh
intercontinental cargo
boy.
launcher.
So I started working a second job, and let me tell you,
As promised, Carla
even
has
more
agreed to
time
serve as our
consuming than
guide.
just one. So I have been gone for 5 days. I had worked... Oh, what was it? I had worked Sunday? Saturday? Sunday off.
Quite enjoying the routine.
Worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I was supposed to work today. Or no, that was yesterday. I'm off a day. And I worked yesterday. So I have just not had the time. And it was actually crazy. On Wednesday, he was like, it's a little too hot, so we're just not going to do the market.
Here we go, tourist.
And he was like, it was too hot. You know, like, we're not going to work you outside. It's too much for anyone. It was like almost 90. So, you know, like, day off, right? So, you know, like, I'm going to go do things with this time off. You know, all this time I have in mind. Nope. It was actually really funny. I went to sleep at around 2 in the afternoon. So, you know, prime time to be doing things. Because, you know, I was up in the morning, like, waiting for the word that I'm going into work at 1. Then it was like, oh, you're not working, no worries. And the 2 hit, and I went to bed. I was just gone. I was out like a light. I was catching up on sleep. And I went to bed. It was actually, like, quite a while. I woke up at, like, 6. And then an hour later, the power went out. And the power went out for an hour. And that actually made me realize how much I missed my laptop. Because normally, like, power outages were never a problem for me. Because I still had a way to play and enjoy games, you know, despite, you know, loss of power to the house. And I actually did do some searching, and there's a good, like, few $100 one that I found. You know, like, it's not the most expensive thing in the world, but it's a hearty chunk of change, to say the least. So I'm holding off on obtaining such an item for the time being, but let me tell you, I do miss the girl. I miss the girl. I did a lot on that little laptop of mine. It was part of my life for a very long time. I actually don't know if I'm gonna make this.
Nice moves, tourist.
That was pretty good. But no, it's actually crazy. That was where I met some people that I still remember, and it's actually really incredible to think that they still remember me. Because I remember the first installation of this, I posted the video, and somebody called Boomer commented on it. It's like, man, I miss you from Factions. And I just went, man, he still remembers. I had so much fun on that server. It really is a shame that the server did end the way it ended. In just, like, this god-awful, like, mismanagement from the Herobrine staff. This, like, pushing of nonsensical stuff. It was really sad how it was. There was no moderation. Everyone was cheating. I remember, this is going to come as a shock to no one really, but I was legit for the longest time. Like, I remember waking up, logging in, and somebody had x-rayed straight down into my base. And, like, that's just like, man, like, surely it won't happen again, right? But as time went on and I continued playing, I realized that just about, like, every big player was, like, cheating their ass off. And that it literally just wasn't worth it to play legit. And so I also made the call where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna join the crowd. I know, like, not the popular thing to do, not even the right thing to do. But it's what I did. Like, I'm not entirely ashamed of it, but if that's like the conclusion that a legit player has to come to, then there's an issue. Like, people shouldn't have to come to the conclusion of I need to cheat or I don't stand a chance. Which is actually why, man, I'm getting my ass kicked by this guy. Which is actually why I really enjoyed playing on Minecadia. And the reason why I enjoyed Minecadia is because I understand people might be cheating, but they really have to hide it. And I don't think I've come across a lot of people that I've looked at their gameplay and I go, oh, I don't know, man. Doesn't look legit to me. Like I actually have to like go out of my way to find something like that. But no. So yes, due to server mismanagement, the lack of admins who cared, the server did unfortunately fall. And I think the server is currently shut down. Like I think it's fully gone now.
Smash it up, tourist.
So unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. Time passes. But back onto the laptop. I'll be looking at getting something soon. It won't be a purpose-built like video game machine like the last one was. The last one actually wasn't even bad either. I got it when the 30 series cards had just come out, and it was a 10th gen i7 with a 3050, 16 gigs of RAM, DDR4, and I think 1.5 terabytes of storage. And I upgraded the RAM to 32 gigs, and I upgraded the storage to 2 or 3. And then I also bought an external 2 terabyte, which I actually still have. It's sitting right next to me here. It has a folder named Not Adult Content. And it's actually really funny because that folder it was my install folder for Halo Infinite. So my brother was on and I was like, hey, can you like send me a few documents on my computer? I'm out of the house right now. And he was like, what's this folder called? And I was like, oh, you can open it, go ahead. He's like, you sure you're not gonna like traumatize me? I was like, no, open it, go ahead. Why is Halo Infinite on here? Or whatever the new one's called, I don't remember.
By the way, tourist.
But no, so I had it for,
You're Walter's hound, right?
I think at least 4 or 5 years. Which is a very good lifespan for a laptop of
Guess a dog can't
that
choose its
like
master.
lineage, because gaming laptops are really bad. Like they suffer overheating problems. Their storage is usually limited. Mine was like blessed to have, because it was, what was it? It had a bay for like an M.2, and then it had a bay for a 2.5-inch storage device.
Cargo, right?
So not only did I get like M.2 speeds on a main drive, I also had a secondary drive.
At least not in one piece.
So that was really nice. But they normally don't last long. I got 5 years out of it. And then NVIDIA pushed I don't know what was in the graphics driver update they pushed. It was terrible. It actually bricked the GPU. And then after that point, it was like, well, okay, I can only use it for this, and this.
Your luck changes.
But it was just so unstable that like other problems started happening, and getting new drivers or reinstalling a safer older driver just didn't matter. Right? It just didn't matter anymore. It was the end of its lifespan. And I 07'd it and I sent it on its way. But no, if I get a new one, it's just gonna be like mom and pop, like something you'd see your grandma with, right?
You see it too.
Like I'm not stepping into that realm again. They're overpriced. It was crazy. It was a crazy price put on that thing. I genuinely might as well have bought a computer, like a high-end computer at that point in time. It was nuts. I don't even want to talk about it. Like it was bad. It was a really bad price. But I was young and stupid, and I did it.
Walter was correct in his judgment.
Oh my! It's too hot for this, man. My dog is staring at me, panting. Yes, dog.
Carl, it's here.
Please
in
don't
this
bark again
desolate
on
place.
camera. Please, thank you. Hey, we're here in game. Perfect. Where? Oh, the ice fields. The ice fields. Yes, yes. I remember. I get 240 grand for. Oh, I guess I did kill a boss. That was a boss fight. Oh man, I didn't even notice. I was too busy yapping. My certificate in yapology, dude.
Entering standard mode.
I had another talking
One
point.
new message.
What was my other talking point? I don't remember. 1 second.
Looks like you've made it to the central ice.
Actually, I don't have a script. I'm looking up the pieces I've
I'm done
changed.
tying up loose ends.
Because I think I've done...
Artemis found their own way in, and are
I need
ready
to change the
deploy survey
generator.
squads. And
The
it looks like
generator is the last piece before I have fully swapped out every piece of my armored core. So we've come to the first full core swap. For a new craft has been added to the... Ooh. That's cool. Steel Haze or Twos. Isn't that... like Rusty Plus? Is that Rusty Premium? Where's Rusty? It is Rusty Premium. Anyways, let's swap the generator for literally anything that's not this. Overburdened. Oh, that's such a good one, too. I'm just too heavy. I'm too fat and chud-like. Yo, wait. Wait, this is actually really bad. Wait, there's not a... What does it do if I'm like EN shortfall? Does it like... Yikes. Alright, we're getting the VP20S in. Let me punch that in here, unless I can't. Alright, well, I'll just have to make a mental note of that. So we are free to change whatever we like on the next one. So we're just gonna go in again. We're just gonna send it. We're gonna... Oh, this is a fairly simple one. I'm getting the craziest deja vu. I like just did this mission or something. I think I'm going insane. I think I'm losing it a little. It's the heat, man. What is the, like, can I just like, hey Google, what's the weather right now?
Tell me if it happens on
I
the
can.
job.
Hey Google, what's the weather right now? I don't know what that means. Ooh, it was in Celsius, and I looked at it and I'm like, I don't know what that means. Ooh, 84. So it's getting up there. It's getting up there. It's actually, this house is really crazy because it's an older house, right? So its AC isn't great, like the top floor Total Heat house, but the bathroom is like always cool. It's actually really weird how the bathroom manages to be cool in my mind, but, you know, like, whatever, I guess.
621. Eliminate obstructions as you see fit. But remember that the
But yeah, like, I've constantly had brush-ins with my mother. She's like, why is the bathroom door always closed? And I'm like, well, because that thing actually has like an AC vent hooked right up to it. It's actually the only room upstairs that stays cold. Which is why I just close the door. She's like, well, it makes people think there's something. Then knock. Knock. If you think there's somebody in, knock. If they don't knock, you're good to go. Right, like if they don't answer, right? Like this, oh. What are you doing here? Do I need to kill this guy? I feel like I don't need to kill this guy. He's dead. It's fine. Oh man, and I do say that I have no time. That's a lie. Total lie. I've been playing Roblox. It's a game that I played way back when. It was called World of Magic. It was a wizard game. or like something along that line. Like you could be a wizard, you could be a guy who used swords. Like it didn't matter. You would do what you wanted to. And I always went like the traditional like mixed route. Like I had points into weaponry, I had points into this, I had points into that. So not a traditional build by any means. And it got end of life. And I always knew that World of Magic was like a test build, because they said it. They said it in like the game's description. They were like, really this game is like a proof of concept for, like a different game. And I thought, like cool, like whatever. It's Roblox. Like devs aren't real on Roblox. They don't update games or anything. Like there is no issue with me doing this. And then it got end of life, and I was like, ooh, Roblox devs got hands. So it's currently been updated into Arcane Odyssey. And oh boy is it good. The story is a little, one could say, weak. But I feel like the only reason it's weak is because I'm a little over leveled. I had hit level cap forever ago. Because I would always just like run around and blow up pirate ships. So I'd always be goofing off, not doing the story mission. And when it finally came time for me to do the story, I was a tad too ready. And I was like, oh, okay, like whatever, right? It makes it easier on me. I can live with this. It's a totally livable situation.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. Looks like you're off
And
taking their drones back.
I took a break from the story. I had
Find 'em and stop 'em.
spent time and said they have a section of the game called the Dark Sea, where it's not a place you're supposed to go. Like the water wants you dead. There's like these storms everywhere. There's tornadoes. There's waves. There's like the place just doesn't want you in there, right? It's trying to get you out. Everything wants you dead. And I would just spend time in there, just goofing around, right? And then a friend actually, he got me on Roblox for a game called Hood Testing, where it's literally like there's a neighborhood block, and you just, oh, why is there a supply package? It's a neighborhood block, and you just spawn in with weapons. It doesn't even tell you how much ammo you have. You just spawn in with weapons, and you run around and you shoot each other. That's the game. And I was like, man, Roblox is, like it's kind of fun. Let me check my old stomping grounds. Like let me see how this panned out, right? And I had went on to a few different games. A racing game that I used to be quite fond of, but I am terrible at it now. Like, no good, absolutely horrible, the worst player you've ever seen. So I was like, well, that's a bust. And I was like, well, what about this game? And it's like, oh, this game is dead. What about game like E? Game E is dead. It's like, well, I'm not left with a lot of choices here. Let me try this one. I booted it up, and it was awesome. Like there's dragons now. Like they've added so much life to this game. There's even more storyline that I'm actually still only just now getting caught up on. It's actually really funny. I was like, oh man, they introduced me to this character. I'm like in a kingdom, and the prince has like a low-born wife, and I was like, oh, she's getting killed for story development, man. And she got killed for story development. So I'm kind of happy I saw that one coming, but also not happy that I saw that one coming. But it's alright. Like, I totally whiffed that. Oh my gosh. He's the goat. But yeah, so really good game. It really brought some life back into it. I really do enjoy playing it again. I've been on it a lot. Like, I know that I've said I've been on it a lot, but I really need to state that I am playing the ever-loving hell out of that game. Like, unhealthy degree. unhealthy degree. Genuinely an unhealthy degree. So that's always fun. I can just fly up this guy, right?
They've deployed drones. Intercept 621. Looks like you're on the deck. Good call. Smash the bridge, 621.
Alright. See, that wasn't so bad.
It's going to blow. Get clear, 621.
But no. So that's really good. This mission isn't going half bad either. I mean, I know that I'm doing bad. I'm repairing a lot, but that's kind of just the nature of this bit, is that I'm going to be pretty uncomfortable with my builds. I think I'm gonna swap the shield out for a weapon. It feels restrictive not having guns galore. Oh, dialogue?
Looks like the coast is clear.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, the horde, man.
The closure area is SG's jurisdiction. Why send an enforcement squad in a warship?
Honestly, that was a pretty good little session there.
Special mission, maybe.
But no,
Or was
2
it?
jobs, Roblox,
Wait,
really busy, but
over there.
some time has freed up. I started a job for a position. It was like, oh, we need you in the evenings, you know, like a really small shift, but we need you in the evening because nobody wants to work it. And I was like, I have no issues working that. And then they call me in at like, in the end, like literally smack dab at noon. And I'm like, okay, I came here for like a purpose, and I see that you guys are not respecting the requirements that I have clearly labeled for employment here.
Looks like
So I've actually stopped.
621.
So we're back down to 1, but I will be scaling it up, because let me tell you, a really good boss. I get like 20 Canadian an hour, which is just, you know, like fake funny money, but it's good pay, it's good boss, it's good work, it's good work. So things have been going good. And I hope that things have been going good for you guys. I understand that
Your old
there's
buddy from the Vespers.
a lot going on in like the current like geopolitical world, and I know that nobody likes to talk about all the doom and gloom stuff, but like there's still multiple wars going on. There's still a bunch of people that are losing their lives,
New message.
and I think it's really important to understand how lucky that we all are.
I see you got a call from V4.
So I'm gonna make this final change, but we're calling it here.
Raven,